Now, let me say this right off the bat. I am not against people living a monastic life in prayer, them being monks. I am actually, I wouldn't say I'm for it in a sense, because I'm not going to make the decision for anybody. But I am delighted that there are people praying for me and for all of the church continually. I am very glad for that. And I'm thankful. And also I want to say the toll, if you can find a mention of toll houses somewhere in, you know, in medieval writings or whatever by any saint, that is not what I'm addressing the concept that's laid out. Because if you look at the proof texting that went into the toll houses, I should contact Lazar and oh, he called me. Vladika Lazar. Oh my god, that's not cool. See if I can get my hands on them books, because I'd love to read them. But I read Irenaeus of Lyon. Like, this is the thing. To me, it smacks of polytheism if they're claiming it's not Gnostic, because if somebody comes up to you and says, there are these things, these beings, spirit beings in the sky or in the spirit realm that are away from the light, and in order to descend to the light or get near to the light, you need to pass them and pass their judgments and say some secret word or do something, or have not done something in life or did something in life to pass them in order to get you say, stop, we already know about that. Irenaeus. Those are archons. They call them demons in the toll houses, but they're archons. Second, the idea that anybody except Christ has the power to judge. Notice, I'm not for justice. I don't think you can imprison somebody for life, because we change throughout our lives. We're different people. We're the same. The soul in the noose is the same. But we develop and walk forward, and people can be beautiful in one moment and then be dead behind their eyes for the rest of their life because of vicious acts. And I always hold out hope that there are people who could be incredibly evil and change to being good. I'm not, we're not Calvinists. But when somebody says, I'm a Christian, but the demons will judge you, polytheism. I mean, I'm just trying to do the most basic critiques of throughout all the videos that I've done in toll houses. From what I, have read or whatever. No Orthodox Christian. The toll houses must be fought. I've never met Seraphim Rose. I believe he died before I was born. I don't know when he died. I think he died in like 1970 or something like that. Even though I was born a decade later than that. But the jackassery, or actually the blasphemy of what the toll houses are. The idea that an Orthodox Christian can say the Theotokos was, and I was told this by one of probably the wisest man on the planet. He said, no, they say that the Theotokos prayed to God so that she could avoid being judged by the demons. The Theotokos, you say the Blessed Virgin Mary, the Theotokos, or the Ark of the Covenant. The demons scream. The hero born of woman who crushed the serpent with his heel. That was mankind's yes. That's the second Eve. Irenaeus. What a that's my favorite dude, Irenaeus of Lyon. You always hear me talk about Ignatius of Antioch. Yeah, I dig him. But I mean, this guy, I love Irenaeus of Lyon. That guy's freaking, his works, Adverse Heresies, it's fantastic. But it's I don't know where there's a debate here. Not to mention, whatever happened to the resurrection of the body? Are they now going to claim that Christ didn't resurrect from the dead, that it was the Christ actually appeared in a quasi-material form and had no wounds and, you know, walked on wet sand without leaving footprints? I mean, how many times do you have to diametrically oppose the creed, the symbol of faith, in order for you not to be Orthodox anymore? In order for you to be, hey, why don't you go over there? God bless you. I hope you actually find some truth in your soul or something like that. But this is not Orthodox. And in fact, it's a very venomous, deadly heresy. But you're not dragging that. The fact that that's in the church, and it's not get the speck of dust out of your brother's eye, because you know actually what I just said is wrong before that, because it's not get the speck out of your get the plank out of your own eye before you get the speck of dust out of your brother's. It's running into a burning building and dragging your brother out of there, because the toll houses cannot be tolerated. Arianism, if you know how Nicaea happened, the Arians wanted to stay part of the church, using all traditional language that the Christians had been using for the last 298 years or whatever. It was in 325. I'm just trying to allow for the dates. My math sucks anyways. The Arians could stay in. Every baptismal creed, everything. But they said, no, you guys are wrong. And we cannot tolerate you to exist in there. So they had to use, I forget if it's Sabellianist or Manichaean, the homoousios, a word that now is so beloved by us. And it was a different concept than the heretics had, because concepts mean things. But when you blatantly say there are demons that will judge you, and no, that's an archon. You know, no, honey, sweetheart, that's an archon. That's not a demon. That's an archon.